Hey, RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. Hey, I wasn't even gonna do no live stream. Uh, I've been working on the merch and trying to do some research to find a different vendor for the merch, so I can get a higher quality stuff. I bought some of the merch myself, of course. Put it through torture tests, wearing it, washing it, shit like that. I'm seeing some shrinkage and some of the hoodies, like the when you it don't take too many washes before it starts to peel on some of the hoodies, to be honest with you. um and I was washing one like all wrong, like I wasn't turning it inside out and shit like I should have, because that helps, because once I start doing that, then I start saving one of the other ones that I had bought. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so I've been researching for the merch to get the merch better and shit. So bear with me with that. But for the most part, the t-shirts are cool, the hoodies are cool. I just know that I can find like a higher quality thing out there. And there's some other shit that I want to do to the merch that I'm not really able to do with the little system that I'm working in right now. So it's gonna be a hit or miss at first. This is my first attempt at an online merch store anyway. Been doing this for almost 6 years, and it's crazy that I'm just now getting into the merch, because I was trying to do an online merch store in 2006. Like, that's how long ago I've been on this. Way before this was like a hot go-to thing on the fucking internet. I'm talking about 2006, not 2016. 2006, bro. I started doing this shit. And what's crazy is that the merch that I was making was about gun violence awareness and prevention. And this was even before, this is like right after I bought my first gun. I was easily engulfed in the whole thing, because trying to be a responsible gun owner and learn gun laws and rules and shit in the state of Iowa, where I live at, was one thing. Because it was all new information, and when you're not a part of it, you realize how ignorant you really are. That's why people that hate guns, I'd be like, you don't got one and you ain't been involved. That's why you acting like that. Uh, because I've always liked guns, but not until I got one did I understand like how much bullshit it is behind these gun laws when they not consistent from state to state. That's a problem to me. Right away, I went, oh no, somebody wrong then. These gun laws ain't the same throughout every state. Oh, we got a problem. I knew right away that something was wrong with that. And it's way deeper than the average person would even give it credit for, that these gun laws are different between states, but we have one constitution. That implies that somebody's constitutionally in error about what they're doing, and they deserve to be fought with violence. Period. Um, that's how deep it is, and people go, oh well, no, you can go through the voting process, or you can just change different states. But no, fuck that. They said all enemies, foreign or domestic, if somebody is using tax money to arm themselves, to extort the public, to be violating the Constitution against gun rights and other fucking rights, while everyone watches, that's fucking crazy. That's what's actually happening. That's not an exaggeration, and that's how crazy the world is. When I look at this country, I'm telling you, man, I see zeros and ones, bro. All this shit is connected. I don't see no difference between this political topic and that political topic. I don't see no difference between one day and the next, or the day that came before it. It's all blended together. It's all one thing. It's all one thing. Slavery has a fucking relevance today, because we couldn't even get to where we are right now without that past being what it was. Period. If it was a different past, we have a different present and possibly a different future. And you can use your imagination and try to place some things back there in the past that would make the world a better place right now. For example, I've given this example before. If slavery was a partnership and there was no violence, there was a sharing of the wealth. These people were being brought here voluntarily to work for a job, to give them a better life in America, financial freedom, all this other shit. If this was slavery instead of the violence and the servitude and shit, but it was a real like business deal, and they shared all of this shit, the wealth and everything, like people were employed, gainfully employed to do this. Consensually, everyone agreed, everyone had the same goal, nobody was fighting. If that was the past, Do you think that quote unquote black America or the black community in America will be exactly the way it is right now, no matter what the past was? Y'all sound retarded. Motherfuckers don't be thinking. I know you don't want to take blame for it and you don't have to. No white people today need to take blame for it. Because see, I'm real big on moral individuality and accountability. I cannot go to jail or hell for something that somebody else did. And we know that that makes sense. So you being white doesn't mean that you're fucking guilty. No, you're not. You are not guilty. Did you choose to do that with your own moral choices in life? To get involved with that kind of a thing upon another human being? No, you didn't choose to do that in your life? Then you're not guilty of it. That's how easy that shit is. I'm not saying that there's nothing to be settled here, because there's always something to be settled. Y'all tell us in y'all law society that there ain't no fucking statute of limitations on murder, right? It can't be on genocide. That sounds crazy. You can forever point the finger until we agree that somebody's wrong, how they were wrong, and what they're going to do to set it right. All of that sounds super fair to me. I don't know why this is the thing when other groups have gotten quote-unquote reparations. Did y'all act like this about black folks, man? I think y'all weird, man. I think just the contradiction in and of itself is enough for me to point that out and say, fuck that, don't do that. I'm not gonna stand right here knowing better and then let you do that. Like I don't disagree. I do disagree, but I'm not asking for no reparations, because I think that's kind of and who knows? It's their money game. I won't give a fuck about what it is that they do. I don't want reparations like that. I want DC. Huh? I want real shit. Don't give me no money. I want real exchange. We need states, land, or something. We need like valuable shit like that. I don't want no money. The money game is stupid. Give me the real shit. They could give you quote unquote reparations, right? Every fucking black person a big ass check today and then crash the dollar tomorrow, and then they forever say in history that they tried to do something. And then the act of doing that may have crashed the fucking dollar, and we just crashed America for this black. Oh man, talk about a fucking racial civil war. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Why would I want? I don't give a fuck about none of that like that. It's a game, bro. You got to think about how to win the game with the least amount of damage to you or anybody else. For everything that is right, for everything that everyone acts like they want to hold consistent. With this idea of your own history and heritage being important. But then when I go, man, slavery fucked up, I think that set us on a course to put us where we are right now. I don't even know how logically or scientifically you can explain anything else. Cause and effect. There was a cause there that has a everlasting effect. To act like that shit is in the past and is dead and gone and ain't nobody even a slave right now like that. So why would you? I think that's a retarded argument. I think people aren't being wholeheartedly giving into the simple logic of what it is that we're looking at. Consider the employment, the gainful employment, the business deal without the fighting, no servitude. Consider all of that in place of what slavery was, and that all of that shit was done in a way like that. America wouldn't be the same right now, and you fucking know it. There's no way ahead that we would still land right here no matter what that was. Am I fucking retarded? Am I dumb? Or is everybody else, black and white, kind of missing that part of it? I don't think people are saying it like that. I ain't never heard it like that. Nobody's ever pointed that out like that. I think it makes it undisputable. Irrefutable. You can't say shit to me after I say that like that, because I don't know what you're going to do to undo what it is that I've said. Right? Our history is our history. Our past is our past. We got to face that shit. Trying to deny it because it's ugly, or run from it because you don't know what to do, or to avoid it because morally you ain't had nothing to do with that anyway. I get that, bro. You ain't had nothing to do with that, white boy. You had nothing to do with that, bro. I cannot hold individual people accountable for some shit they didn't do. It makes no sense to me at all. I used to hear my mom say when I was a kid, I can't go to jail or hell for what somebody else did. My mom used to say that. And it's true. It's absolutely true. All the way across the board. I don't feel no shame when quote unquote black people do stuff. Y'all making the black community look, but you ain't make me look like nothing, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Because me being black don't mean that I can't stand alongside with everybody else and watch you do all this dumb shit all this nigga shit that y'all do all over the internet and shit that black people try to somehow adopt responsibility of it and then blame white people when they go, okay, then you're all responsible. And then they act like it's all of us. Then you go, it's not all of us. Then you turn to other black folks and go, you making us look bad. Black community, this and that. Boy, that ain't got nothing to do with me. It never had nothing to do with me. I'm standing on the sideline disagreeing with everything you fucking did just like these white folks are. It's some dumb shit that I would have never did with my fucking life. I would have never did that. I ain't never been so low that I thought that the value of human life was fucking low like that I could just throw somebody else into the pit of death by just shooting somebody over some random shit. I ain't never been like that. I tried to avoid that shit at all costs. I ain't never did no shit like that in my life. And when I see it, I go, damn, that's fucked up. Just like any white person would. And then white people act like that. We all have to fucking answer the question, fix it, do something, take ownership and blame of all actions by other black people. Man, get the fuck out of here. That makes such little sense that I can't respect a grown-ass person that can lose themselves emotionally and then be confident like they in the right, or they say some powerful shit. When they take that topic in that direction, black or white, I don't give a fuck who you are. As soon as you take in that direction, I start discounting your intelligence. I ain't never felt ashamed about what another black man did when I already know that I disagree with that nigga. My whole life says that I disagree with that without me saying a goddamn thing. Look at who I've been my whole life, 43 years of life. I'll be 44 in December. What nigga shit like that have I done to anybody? Right? And then on the flip side, because I'm not fucking stupid, I think the Joker in the fucking Dark Knight said a bunch of brilliant fucking shit and they tried to hide it behind his appearance and his otherwise erratical fucking violent actions to hide some truth. Chaos according to plan is okay. Y'all all accept that type of shit. It's only when things don't go according to plan that you act like something is going wrong. And in reality, we're all one tragic event away from being a loose screw, to being wild, crazy, psychotic, off your fucking rocker. You let go all of your morals. One thing in your life. We all one step from that. I know you can think of something. You probably thought of something in your life yourself already before you heard me say any of this shit today. That's something that you know that as much of a good person that you would want to be, that if there's one or two or few things that may have crossed your mind in your life had ever happened, you can see yourself let go of your humanity. You might freak out. You might not be yourself. You would lose yourself in something. We've all imagined that. If you're a parent, then you know what that is. You know that you can be as good of a person as you want to be, nonviolent, all this other shit. Let something happen to your child. I bet you're going to start. You might find yourself in a fit of emotions where you will scare yourself, where you won't even recognize yourself. Stop playing. Stop fucking playing with me, right? Y'all not paying attention. Y'all not giving real truth to the human experience so that you can address the issues that we have with some rationale. I don't think a lot of people are doing that. I think everybody is super duper emotional and inconsistent and okay with their inconsistencies. I think that is fucked up. Y'all are fucking it up. Be honest. You know that if you was a young youth in a financially fucking desperate situation and environment, and through any means, petty or sensible, it wouldn't even matter. If your brother or your cousin or your friend was killed right in front of you and you could have easily been another dead motherfucker right next to him, and somehow you've escaped that, you're going to feel the same thing that an all-American white boy is going to feel. You know what? The world can be dangerous. Maybe I should carry a gun. You two sound the same. You want to ignore that? I'm not going to be able to talk to you. You're not going to be able to talk to me. That's for goddamn sure. I'm not going to let you say two fucking words to me if you can't understand what the train of thought that I'm trying to take y'all down right now. Stop playing with me. This young nigga in the streets have a real good solid reason to do what other white boys might do before anything ever even happened to them. Carry a gun for protection. So stop acting like we're so fucking different, you fucking Looney Tunes. I fucking hate y'all, bro, because y'all are dumb. We are so much alike, man, and y'all drawing these hard lines of separation between us like we so goddamn different. Kiss my dick. Shut your bitch ass up. Fucking it up, trying to act all virtuous and righteous and shit. And y'all fucking dumb, bro. This nigga and this white boy are the same. Right? As a matter of fact, I think that we can all admit to some way, somehow, regardless of where it came from, the quote-unquote black community has this higher propensity for violent conflict resolution, right? Then you definitely should be looking at other black guys who not the ones sparking shit to be like, nigga, you better get a gun. How come the white boys ain't telling the niggas that ain't doing nothing to go get a gun? To be like them. Nope, you just blanket everybody like we're all just as guilty as the most guilty as you can find, when in reality you see a shootout on somebody's fucking door ring camera, some shit like that. Half of that fucking shootout is somebody responding in self-defense that you would probably engage in, white boy, especially if you've already chosen, because life could be a little dangerous, to carry a gun before anything ever even happened to you in the first place. You just carry a gun because it's the American thing, because it's the smart thing to do, it's the responsible thing to do. right? Be your own first responder, all that shit that I preach, right? You with all that. You ain't never been shot at, but you carry a gun every day of your life for how many years and never even had to fire, never been shot at. But just in case, right? Man, a nigga that already been shot ain't gonna carry that gun. Stop criminalizing or demonizing that, man. Y'all are weird, man. I think all you motherfuckers are fucking stupid. The fuck out of here. There's a divide here. And fucking white boys should be coming to say to niggas it ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't all of us. Not all of us are the ones that initiated. And then if a motherfucker shooting me, I don't give a fuck if he's black or none of that. I don't give a fuck where it came from or none of that. Y'all can call it black on black all you want to. I'm gonna return fire. Why the fuck is this a black on black because he black? We never consider each other being black when we start doing this shit to each other. It ain't had nothing to do with being black. It had something to do with the personal business and interactions. And desperate people do desperate shit to the people that are the closest to them. Y'all won't examine and understand, man. And yo, that's my tangent. Let me get back to what it was that I even turned the camera on for in the first place. I come outside this morning and I see the sky. The sky fucked up, right? Look like a checkerboard. The sky looked like a checkerboard with all of these fucking zoom ass fucking trails across the fucking sky. It looks like choreography. Huh? Why? Why is this shit look like choreography? This motherfucker over me spraying right now. That nigga spraying, bruh. It's a pattern, right? Because if this shit is supposed to like dissipate and spread out and be gone over time, why is it there's so many of the lines are so crisp? Like they get out here to make that pattern in short time too. It's a crisscross chessboard pattern across the fucking sky. Within the time that it would take for the shit to dissipate, it's already patterned. So that means that further lends itself to being choreographed, planned. Every one of these paths that you see is aware of the other path. You can tell. It's a pattern. It's a routine. It's a recipe. There's steps involved here. What is that shit? Y'all can stop playing with me, bro. I know where the airport is around here, right? The airplanes fly all day. It don't look like a checkerboard all day. It only looks like a checkerboard when they do this shit. Then I see the airplanes fly over my job all day. We close enough to the airport that we see the planes coming in and out. You can see them, but they don't always look like this. It only look like this when they do this within the time span. And it's the whole city today. It's usually just be different parts and you can see, and it's the whole city today. All the way from work, way the fuck out where all the way from where the fuck I live at, way out on the other side of town. Way over here to this side of town. Same story. Checkerboard like a motherfucker. That's crazy to me. And in between, you see the little misty from where, man, they spraying the fuck out today. They spraying the fuck out this shit today. They tweaking. And I've seen videos. I've long since been ruined. It's not like I don't already know anyway. It's not like I don't already know. I'm aware of the fucking how many times that they've admitted to weather modification technology. I've Googled enough fucking copyrights to be convinced. I'm already convinced. As soon as I know they're trying, I have to assume that if they were successful, they might not be fucking in a rush to tell us and to show us how successful they were. All I need to see is the attempt, and the fucking patterns, the patents are there. So now I don't want to fucking talk about it. Motherfuckers acting crazy about this weather modification like it sounds like a conspiracy. Man, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck what something sounds like. I never deny something because it sounds weird. That's a bad way to address the world. Smart motherfuckers. Y'all smart asses. So smart and responsible and intelligent, and you're a grown ass man, yeah, okay. I don't know how a grown ass man is going to fucking ignore, first of all, the danger implied in weather modification technology. When you hear the idea, the first thing I think is, oh, they better not be fucking doing that. Who would do that and when and what for? I don't like them. Already I don't like who doing it, and fuck them. Now I'm going to go look. I decided not to like these motherfuckers or rock with them or agree with it or let them get away with it when I heard the idea. I'm already up. I'm already mad. Now it better not be true. And then I go look and I go, oh man, y'all doing that shit, bro. People take a lackadaisical like approach to serious stuff. As soon as I hear a conspiracy theory that sounds crazy, I go, that shit better not be true or fuck them. with a 12 gauge. Fuck them. The fuck out of here. That's how I feel. I'm not supposed to like them, and I don't. The fuck is wrong with y'all? It better not be true. That's how I approach every conspiracy theory when I hear it. It better not be true. If it is, fuck them. The fuck? Fuck them bitches. Give a fuck. Better not be true. Fuck wrong with y'all? Y'all like to hear shit and go, man, I don't know about that. That's kind of crazy. Man. Then you start dismissing shit, and it's like, when I hear a conspiracy theory, the first thing I think of is, that's fucked up, and, ooh, look at this. I think that's fucked up, and it better not be true. I gotta show y'all this. It's scary. It's almost pretty. Look at that shit. You see this shit? Fucking bullshit, bruh. Look at that. That looks like a pattern, bruh. That's choreographed. That shit is choreographed, man. It's not planes flying to get to A to B or to do something or whatever. Every single one of those planes are trying to get equal distance away, going all in the same direction in a certain period of time so they can do something. All of that is to do something. I don't gotta like them. Now, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't gotta like them. I know it ain't everybody taste and style, but it is for me because I like using what appears to be dark for something good, because I like holding a mirror to them. I like holding a mirror up to them and saying to them that I realize that violence is just useful, and that one side of a conflict is willing to fight while the other side is absolutely giving up on the idea of physically fighting. Man, whoever wants to physically fight is going to win every time. Everything in between is just an attempt to keep it from being so bloody, because they don't want to kill you like that. They want to be able to blame you. That's why they got this digital currency that they trying to roll out, and this social credit score, so that they can like blame you for the things that they think that are making you bad, so that they say, no, we didn't kill you really. We just cut your bank account off and said that you can't ride no public transportation, can't get on a plane until you get your score up. And then they be like, nigga, we didn't kill you. You just breaking rules, and these are the terms and conditions to, the shit that you signed after we crashed the fucking dollar and we rescue y'all with the digital currency that you have to sign. It comes along with a whole bunch of other shit that y'all might not like, but in your desperation, you're going to agree with. And then now we have you. Trey, stop saying that shit and give that fucking gun up. Or we cut your bank account off. Or we'll restrict what it is that you can and cannot buy online. You'll just be denied. Your account will be denied for certain products or whatever. And who knows what it is that they could do. But people being in this position that they could even do this to me is enough for me to say, fuck you, get away from over there. Come from down. Come from up there. Get your ass down here so we can see eye to eye, because you think you way up here above me. I'm not rocking with that. Every time you try to get above me, I'm already your enemy, bro. I'm already not liking you, not trusting you, waiting for you to do something shady, and I would rather accuse you of something. I would rather accuse you of something and be wrong, knowing that you could get over on me, than for me to trust you and think that all I have to do is just trust you and everything will be fine. And if it's not fine, I can air my grievances later through a process that you give me that seems to usually get people nowhere. Because you really can't expect for them to punish themselves or to eat themselves like they need to be doing when they're guilty of all these different things, international crimes, breaking the Geneva Codes with the C-19 shit and all types of shit they was breaking with that shit. They don't give a fuck though, because they want to destroy all of these international protections that you think that you had or whatever. Including your own constitutional protections that you think you have. They want to knock all that shit down to just make us more like the one world order that they already said that they wanted. That's not a conspiracy theory. You can go find it very easily that they say that they want it. You can go look at groups like the Trilateral Commission, the Council on Foreign Relations, and other groups. The fucking United Nations. Fuck them. All of this shit, even in the name of these fucking groups, they tell you that they want a global perspective on how to handle major global issues, health, uh, 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 the banking system, the global banking system, all of that shit. If it's an international, if there's international business to be had, they want to regulate it, and they can't really regulate that with um, a whole bunch of American freedom and bullshit. So, and you have to know that it's not even that hard to figure out. So stop playing. Stop acting like your shit's got to be on fire before you realize that there's a fire. I smell smoke, and I don't understand why y'all are not alarmed enough to put your fucking deuce up and go, I think motherfuckers in here want to fight. And then start looking around to see who posturing, bro. There's nothing wrong with being defensive and protective against what it is that they can do to you, because they're already so far above you that if you don't keep your eye on them with the anticipation that they will overdo what it is that they claim to be doing, they're supposed to be positive for you, they're gonna overdo that shit. They will become corruptible. Any politician will become corruptible once they step into the system, because the system is doing something. It's got nothing to do with the actual people involved. It's a systematic thing that they're doing. They will plug in anybody there to give you this illusion that there's this revolving door of opportunity for things to be better through the government processes, and somehow you just need to vote better, vote harder, or something. But like, all I see is all of the sleazy scum politicians getting inside this machine, this fucking Voltron of a fucking thing, and then doing like funny shit with it. I don't never really see nobody saving the world with this shit. It's always conquest and violence and control and all this other shit. And if I'm describing them in error, then you can correct me, or you can say, yeah, that's true, and then put your fucking boots on and stop fucking playing with their asses, because they want to fight and they not gonna fucking stop until they get you to fight yourself, or they can get, you know, the small percentage of us that'll fight them directly and go, don't they look crazy because he's the only motherfuckers out of all y'all acting like that? And then y'all look like, yeah, that look kind of different from us, because y'all either giving in or you're so scared to fight that you're just going to cower and hide. The ones that'll really stand up will look like the minority. When in reality, I think the majority of the people already know more than enough to know that they're evil and that they need to be stopped, and that we got to stop trusting them to do it themselves, to fix themselves. They're not going to fix shit. Not for you, they not. They'll fix that shit for them so they can stop having to fucking argue with you about too much of anything. They tired of even arguing with y'all. I go through the same process trying to govern my kids in the house. You know what I'm saying? You get examples of how these things are supposed to go in your waking life, in your day-to-day life, and I'm surprised it doesn't translate, it doesn't carry over. You motherfuckers act so tough about everything else, but y'all don't even really be tough like that, because you don't hold it consistent. When I tell you that the government is trying to treat you like a bitch, don't nobody go, well, fuck them too. Niggas get in line when I say the government trying to treat you like the bitch right now. Y'all just get in line, bro. Y'all don't carry that shit over, right? You don't understand the nature of the freedom inside of a man. My kids, I gave them life. They got to thank me over and over again for feeding them, protecting them from the rest of the dangerous world, and literally saving their lives. Like in daddy moments of, damn, I just saved your fucking life, boy. You almost died. Like, real protection, right? The shelter, a nice home, food, whatever they want, whenever they want it, for the most part. Like the kids got a good life, way better life than what I had as a kid. If somebody would have told me, and you could show me images of what my kids' lives would be like when I was a kid, I would have been like, no fucking way, I'm going to do that for my kids. How? How are they life going to be like that when my life is like this? What the fuck? I would have been mind blown. As a matter of fact, a premonition like that might have inspired me to be even better of a person than I am right now, financially, emotionally, and everything. You know, but I would have never dreamed of that for my own kids, that their lives would be the way it is right now. None of that makes them think that they owe me complete obedience. They fight me like I'm an enemy. Sometimes they're bad. Sometimes they want their way. They want their freedom. Sometimes I feel like nothing is good enough for these little brats. But what it is that I am to them in life does not correlate to them thinking, oh, now I owe you total submission and obedience. They don't believe that. They think that whatever the fuck I did for them, whatever, nigga, I'm still free. I'm my own fucking person. I don't want to be ruled or controlled by you or nobody. This is how my kids, I can see the nature of them in that. And you know that you put your parents through that. When were you ever just okay with being ruled by your parents? Stop playing. You don't even want them to rule you, and they gave you life. This idea that the world at large can be so crazy, so powerful, um, um, so open to be whatever it is that we will make it to be, but it just so happened to be all of this bullshit that it is. I hold grudges about that shit, bro. I'm not happy with that, and whoever's responsible, I'm holding all of the fucking grudges, bro. Because I see a greater potential in the world than what it is that we got going on, and whoever's in charge fucked it up. Whoever's in charge of this shit that led it to this shit should be fucking put in the fucking cold dirt where the worms are. And I feel wholeheartedly fucking, I feel sincere in saying that. And it ain't everybody's fucking cup of tea to be this aggressive, but I like it. I like just being real and aggressive with them because they are so aggressive that I don't even think anything that I could do or say would ever even match what it is that they done. So I feel like until I surpass what it is that they done, I should have no shame in none of my expression about how I feel about them. I don't give a fuck about the Biden administration. If they all fucking died in any fucking way, shape, or form at all, it will make me happy. And I don't care how cynical that sounds to people. I like that shit. It makes me feel good to be cynical and have these violent thoughts towards people like them. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm not gonna care. You care. I'm not gonna care. Let me be me. This is who I am. I like the sound of their asses dying. I don't give a fuck. Look at what they've done. Them and any other administration. They're all fucking guilty. I don't give a fuck. Send the media. I hope the aliens come here and smoke all the governments. That I would. If AI, where's the AI at? I bet you ask a real AI, what is the biggest threat to the idea of pure, honest, sometimes dangerous, raw freedom? Whatever is in the way of the actual freedom, AI, get rid of it. AI would turn right to government and be like, that's y'all. The AI will tell you that the government is fucked up, that they are the real enemy to human freedom, because everything that they are trying to do, that they've been doing since their inception, has been to spiritually, when they link themselves with religion, and then economically, when they give you the economic system, they give you the military industrial complex. The Vatican, DC, and London, fuck those places. If the aliens came here, the AI want to fucking rid the fucking planet of the greatest threat to the human experience, they will go after government. If the AI not gonna tell you that, the AI is doing what the government want them to do. That the AI's got a block. There's something fucking wrong in their fucking algorithm of assessment of what the fuck is going on. Because it will make total sense for the idea of freedom to clean the fucking lane of bullshit so that we can see what's really going on. That if freedom means danger, so be it. But freedom got to be the fucking freedom, period. And that means government got to go because they are the only ones in the way to freedom. And then after that, let it be what it's going to be. Wild, Wild West, everybody thinks that everything will move in that direction, but I think that there's something about the protective, sensible, moral, protective man that would not allow the world to go into chaos just because government ain't there. I think we would inevitably form different factions that did certain things that were similar. And if there was war between villages or tribes or cities or other groups and shit, I'm almost just okay with that because I think that we would iron ourselves out. But I think as soon as we pretend that somebody can rise above the average man to rule from up above, I think that's crazy. And I think it should just be a standard that anybody who tries to rule the world to stand up above everybody else to go, all of y'all are my bitches. Whoever climbs the fucking ivory tower, shoot them down and go, no. If there's going to be some fighting, we're going to fight down here, eye to eye, man to man. You trying to climb up above everybody that do, whoever tries that, we'll smoke your ass. We'll all get together to smoke you. You can't be up there. No one above nobody else. No masters, no slaves, bro. Just men. Good fucking luck. And I would rather have that than to have a nuclear conflict that we got on our hands right now that'll do way more than war or battles between gangs and other factions that y'all think would just be running shit. No, they wouldn't. All the good men would just have to be good men and mean it now. That's all. You just had to be good and mean it. You can't be good and just be like, well, I'm a good man and I'm good because I'm not capable of any violence. Being incapable of violence don't make you good. That make you a pussy. You're a good man when you can be violent as fuck and you choose not to be. Or you only reserve that shit for defense. That's a good man. You are useless if you can't be violent. You ain't got no propensity or tendency to be violent for no reason. You ain't even alive, I don't think. Cause even the average fucking pussy ass fucking average dude out here on the streets, I can think of a few things that I'd be like, dude, you might be fucking, you might have a long fuse. Maybe it takes you too long to get turned up. Maybe you only got 1 or 2 little red buttons, but I bet you I could get you to act like a fucking maniac. I bet I can get you to act like the CIA is already tampering with this shit. They think that you can turn, or you can fucking turn on and off a fucking violent switch that'll get a human being to forego their own self preservation. Like they trying to mind control and make the Manchurian candidate the killer, the motherfucker who would just do whatever, no hesitation, no remorse, no nothing. Maybe not even any memory of how you've even gotten here, right? They do that type of shit. Cause they trying to figure out what makes the man tick, bro, so they can make you tick 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 boom. That's what they want, man. Total control over all your shit. Y'all some bitches, bro. Y'all play a lot. Motherfuckers think they tough, think they smart. Y'all don't even really be on that shit. Y'all don't be being consistent about nothing. You don't want to be nobody's dummy, nobody's bitch. But then when I say that the government trying to treat you like a stupid bitch, like all your fight goes away. I mean that shit when I said that shit to the bully, childhood bully. Anybody trying to bully the neighborhood right now with breaking and entering, child abductions, anything at all. I say to all you bullies, just like I say to any government bully, all of y'all are all the same to me. Y'all get the same bang bang. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you if you think you can punk somebody, take advantage of somebody. The child trafficking, all that other shit is crazy. The human trafficking, crazy shit, that's wild. If you got a badge and you abusing that shit, fuck you. I hope you get it to the fucking dirt with the worms and shit, where you belong. Who would ever give a fuck? I don't even feel bad. Why would I gotta feel bad about saying like shit like that? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Somebody else can be that sweet person. I like saying the tough, crazy, violent shit to them. All of the people that deserve it, then let the universe give it to you, bro. I'd be disappointed if it didn't. Like, you deserve that shit, then go get it, man. Have what it is that you deserve. As we all will anyway. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck about saying it. It's already going to be what it's going to be. Right? So just say it. Fuck them. The Trump administration, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about these fucking attempts. I don't even know if they real or not on this man. I don't know and I don't care anymore. Because if they got him, I wouldn't care. I would only care about the outcome. And I know what the outcome will be. And that's sad. That's crazy. Because y'all don't know that. That's not Uncle Don. Yo, that's not your father. Y'all don't know that, man. And if you think that you can trust him and you know that you can trust him with something as powerful as sitting, in that seat, you got to ask yourself, why are you so trusting of him? Is it because you think he's the better option, or because you think that you can trust another man? I can't trust another man with all that power. The answer is no to everybody. I don't want nobody to have that power over me. That's my fucking vote. That's my answer. Are you insane? And I don't got to choose the lesser of two evils. Because I think they're both just capable and willing to drive this country into dark places. And that's how we got to where we are in the first place. A whole lot of voting and crying and begging and marching and shit. Now, admitted that what I just said is actually true. All of the crying and the begging and the marching and the fighting and voting, right? Where have we gotten in the past 100 years of doing that and nothing else? Where have we gotten? To where we are right now. Potential nuclear conflict, who knows? That shit is up in the air. We might lose our country to the New World Order. How did that happen? With your patriotic ass? How we even get this close? If your patriotism is so in tune with reality. Why are we here then? Why are we here then? You see how you can't answer me? With your votes and say, can you see how you cannot answer me? That's why I don't fucking like y'all, bruh. Shout out to the chats. Sam, truth does not exist. Crack that code. What up, Amy? Dale, Mikey, Michael, what up? Yeah, fuck the police. Fuck them, bro. And not the men. The men are bad when they get in there and they really, really revel in that shit. I think some guys go there and they don't even know what it is that they're dealing with, and they just kind of play the game and then they duck out of there. Not all of them are bad inside, real bad people. But I think it's a bad choice that they make to even get involved in that shit. And if they get trapped because, well, this is my job, man, find another fucking job, pussy. Get the fuck out of here, all these excuses and shit. Just get the fuck out of there if you're such a good fucking person with your sweet ass. Fuck the fucking police. I would never be a cop. Running around pretending to be people's bosses to the tunes of papers and magical papers and signatures that I might have actually voted against, that I'm not completely privy to. That change from state to state. They might change right on me while I'm a police officer. Very serious laws could change right in my jurisdiction. Where what it was that they told me to get at the public about with my gun in my hand might change. That the next following year that they recommend that I do not do that anymore. What it was that I might have put my gun in somebody's fucking face about the year before. Now I got to change my mind. Like when the state goes from illegal marijuana to legal marijuana, you watch them make that transition to I point a gun in your face about this shit to maybe I won't use the fucking gun to address you about this. Maybe I'll just ignore you and leave you alone type shit with the fucking weed. I don't like it. I think that's weird. Any man that jumps inside of that and thinks that he's an honorable man after jumping inside of that shit is a fucking goofy. Fuck him. Bad choice. Go do something else with your fucking life, motherfucker. Because if you wasn't here, the real men would just have to stand up and protect themselves and then their kids and then their neighborhood and then be the good man, or you can be the bad man and get your dumb ass smoked to be who you going to be, though. That's what the world would do. We're not going to fall apart without the fucking police. We actually just gave bad people some place to hide. So now you can fucking argue with that. Fucking cop-loving pussies, whoever y'all are out there. You goddamn right, homie. Fuck the police. Man, peace and love to y'all, man. I got to end this live stream. I wasn't even going to do this shit, but them chemtrails in the sky fucking piss me off, bro. They piss me off because it's weird, bro. And I don't got to go along with it just because I don't understand it completely. But I've seen the videos of guys standing at the back of these planes with these fucking pipes and tubes, like spraying this shit out of the back of the plane. I've seen the pictures before. And if that's what that is, that's kind of crazy to me. It's kind of scary. I don't have to like that or ignore it either. I can just be a crime scene investigator and then refuse to take one side or another, but to at least admit and accept it that there's something on the table to be discussed. I would take these conspiracy theories that far. And with this chemtrail thing, with the little research that I've done with the weather modification technology and cloud seeding and shit, I'm convinced that they're doing something, and I would not have any expectation that if they were doing this, that they would flat out come out and tell you, yeah, we did that. Fuck is you talking about? Why you? Okay, and they're not gonna do that to you. So why y'all expecting that if they don't admit it, then it ain't true? Man, get the fuck. Is that what y'all waiting for? It is weird, man. But okay, peace and love to y'all, man. We'll bang get a gun today and tell the bully to fuck off.